Pilots of the Caribbean podcast here at the 2026 Drone World Conference in the Mecca of drones, Shenzhen, China. And we're going to bring you all the behind the scenes, see all what's happening. Let's take it inside and see what's going on. Let's go. Now, first things first, before I tell you anything else, I need you to understand the size of this thing, because the numbers alone don't do it justice until you walk in it. So this is 9 halls, not 9 booths, 9 halls, 9 full exhibition halls, all of them packed, all of them connected. You could spend a full day just in one hall and still miss things. Over 150,000 people came through this event, with upwards of 1,200 companies from 17 countries. And the exhibition floor alone covers 110,000 square meters. And to put that into perspective, and it's World Cup time, so we're talking as bigger than 15 football fields in one space. And every single inch of it is drone technology. So Chinese companies currently hold, I estimated, like 74% of the global drone market. And standing on our floor, you really understand why. This is not a regional show. This is the literal center of the industry. And everything in the UAV space that mattered was in that building. I've been to industry events before, but nothing compared to this. And I mean nothing. Now, one of the biggest things that stood out to me at this show is not just the size of the show, but was the range. So each hall more or less had its own focus. So you walk into one, you're surrounded by components, whether it's flight controllers, propellers, batteries, sensors, all these specific parts that most people don't ever think about because they only ever see the finished drone. And then you walk into the next one and you're standing next to a hybrid style eVTOL that could lift hundreds of pounds. Drones the size of small cars, and then cargo drones. And then you have disaster rescue, emergency response units, and everybody with their own dedicated space. And we're even talking unmanned ground vehicles too, and unmanned, water vehicles. This wasn't just a drone show. It was every unmanned system industry under one roof. And every single application that you could think of for this technology had a section with the floor built around it. Now, the Drone World Congress wasn't only about industry, it was about competition as well. One of the things running alongside the exhibition floor was the Greater Bay Area International Drone Racing Competition. FPV racing, drone fun challenges, and drone soccer. All of it happening during the live show. The FPV side of it, especially racing, gets treated like a hobby here in the Caribbean. But here is real competition with a real competition structure, real actual prizes, and companies building gear specifically for it. And that tells you where it's headed. FPV is not a side hustle in this market. It is legit its own lane. Another significant part of the show is the drone light show industry that showed up. Now, drone light shows have become their own corner of this industry. Swarm and formation flight technology that started as entertainment and is now a legitimate commercial product line. Companies here are building the software and hardware specifically for choreographed shows. We're talking hundreds or thousands of drones flying in formation control from a single system. It's easy to dismiss this as a spectacle, but the underlying technology, the precision GPS, the swarm coordination, the collision avoidance at incredible scales, feedback into some more serious applications, like search and rescue and infrastructure mapping, that kind of thing. So the light show part of it is the marketing, but the engineering underneath it is the real product. It's a side of the conference that doesn't get talked about as much, and that's kind of the defense and security presence. The conference also ran alongside the China Public Security Expo, and that overlap really showed on the floor. We're talking police and emergency response drones, counter drone detection systems, surveillance and reconnaissance platforms, all exhibited with the same polish. And, it's like when you go to like a car salesman to draw you in kind of thing, as the consumer and commercial gear next to them. This is a real fast-growing segment of the global drone industry, and Shenzhen treats it as seriously as it treats consumer drones or eVTOLs. For an industry conversation that's often dominated by cameras and crop spraying, is a reminder that drones are being built for very different purposes, and that market is just as active as all the others. Now, this is where it started to feel like science fiction. We have several Chinese manufacturers that unveil manned eVTOL prototypes at this show. So we're talking full passenger aircraft, electric, vertical takeoff and landing, built to move people the way a helicopter does, but without the fuel, the noise, or the complexity. And some were static displays, but not all. You could actually see some of the engineering up close, full passenger seating, exposed rotor systems, and in some cases, live demonstrations on the floor. Now, you didn't get to fly it, but you get to sit in it and actually experience what the technology would feel like from the inside. It's really become clear that this is now a recognized part of the industry here. This is no longer just like a side project. The low altitude economy and manned eVTOL space were front and center at this conference, and the appetite for the persons walking around the room was obvious. And then there was this, a drone built to carry a person used for racing right here in China. And of course, I had to take the opportunity to go and sit in it. Now, this is not a simulator, because there were those as well. This is not a mock-up. This is a actual passenger-rated racing drone, the kind they're actually running competitions with over in China. Sitting in the cockpit, you're thinking about the specs of it, but then it's also like how far ahead this puts them up against everybody else. It's crazy. But here's the part I keep coming back to. This isn't just China being ahead of the Caribbean. Being in that space with the companies from all the different countries from all over the world, with all of the exhibitors, it was clear that China is most ahead of the world right now in this space. And you hear people say it, but to be there, you actually get to experience, and it's hit you a little differently when it's in your face, what that actually means. And the gap for me is, it really isn't the distance, it's the exposure. So most of us in this industry, wherever we are outside of China, we just don't see this. And not because it's hidden from us, but because it's not in front of us, on a day-to-day. We see the products that make it to the market a year or two later, but we don't see the scale of the event that produced them and the sheer number of companies in the room competing for that space and innovating at the exact same time. And all that is part of why I wanted to do this video and bring just a little piece of this show back to the Palace of the Caribbean. And that was it for the Drone World Congress 2026 in Shenzhen. Talking 9 halls, every part of the industry, from racing to rescue to defense to passenger flights under one roof. Subscribe to the Pirates of the Caribbean podcast if you want more of this kind of coverage. And, stay tuned for more. Who knows where we'll end up next. Until next time, take care.